there, and I can legit hear him coming from a mile away because his music is blasting. He pulls up, parks next to me, and gets out. Mind you, it's 50 degrees out and a little windy. He puts on this heavy ass all black fur coat. We go inside. The movie has just started, so it's dark, and this man was talking so loud walking up the stairs to our seats. We get to the seats and some music starts playing in the background. This fool starts crip walking in the aisle and rapping the song that's playing in the background. This guy and I had been talking for about a month and had been on a couple dates, but things just weren't clicking for me. So I decided to call things off. He could never make a decision about anything. Everything was always left up to me. He also was very animated and dramatic. A couple months go by, but he's still randomly hitting me up. So finally I answer. Why? Let's just stop right here for a second. Why? You clearly said things were not clicking for me after a couple dates already. He's randomly hitting you up and you finally answer. Why? Let's keep reading, shall we? He says he wants to go on another date, to the movies. He picks the place and time. So I'm like, okay, progress? Ladies, let's just raise the bar. If the bar is higher, they can't get away with this as progress. We meet at the movie theater and I can legit hear him coming from a mile away because his music is blasting. He pulls up, parks next to me, and gets out. Mind you, it's 50 degrees out and a little windy. He puts on this heavy ass all black fur coat and tells me that's all he has. We live in Missouri, you definitely need a coat or some variety in your closet, but he doesn't have that? We go inside. So we're standing in line for concessions and we get to the front and he has no idea what he wants to get. He's literally taking forever to make a decision. So he asked me to pick. I picked the white cheddar, burger, and fries. He's like, I don't want that. Now the cashier is getting annoyed because her line is getting really long behind us. She asks if he just wants a regular cheeseburger and fries. And you know what he says? He says, yeah, that's fine. He wants a drink too. So we go to the bar and he asks the bartender for a blue mofo. She's like, what? He then says louder, a blue motherfucker please. She makes the drink and the food comes out and we go in the theater. The movie has just started, so it's dark. And this man was talking so loud walking up the stairs to our seats. We get to the seats and some music starts playing in the background. This fool starts crip walking in the aisle and rapping the song that's playing in the background of the movie. Why are you on this date? Why are you here right now while he crip walks in the aisle of the movie theater? I literally had to call his name 3 times to get him to sit down. So now you're running a daycare. He finally sits, starts eating his food, but is talking to me loud while eating. I'm trying to be nice, but at the same time, we're at the movies. I really want to see and hear the movie. He finishes his food and he falls asleep. So he's snoring and then snores a little too loud and he wakes himself up. Do you know how loud you have to snore to wake yourself up? I legit just let him sleep because if he's asleep, he's not talking. He took about a 30-minute nap and he woke up asking questions. I looked at him like, boy, please. The movie finishes and we walk out. We walk to our cars, give each other a hug, and I roll out. I am never going to the movies with him again. Just the movies? With the way you've written this, you're gonna see him again though. Just not in the movies. Clearly this is not enough to not see him again. Just a different venue, but you're still gonna see him. Whatever he has on you, release yourself from it. You don't need this at all. Let's go back to the top real quick. You said you were talking to him about a month and already went on a couple dates, but things weren't clicking. So what wasn't clicking before that you thought would click now? Sometimes you just have to ask these questions out loud so you can really hear them. If it didn't click the first couple of dates, he randomly keeps hitting you up and you ignore him, then you say yes because all he did was set up a movie? Just raise the bar, ladies. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Just put it a little bit higher for them not to reach. I created a dating card game called the First Date Game. 98 very specific and intentional questions that help cut through the bullshit of the talking stage. Good for singles, good for couples, and a great way to break the ice between pairs. There's a free demo download available to try out before purchase at thefirstdategame.shop, as well as a full deck of cards. Good luck, have fun. And can we collectively stop going to the movie theater as dates? Well, they're not dates. It's just an outing. Going to a movie is really a cop because you're not talking for a few hours. What are you doing there? And if I don't know you, why am I sitting with you for a couple hours in silence, in the dark? But yeah, I know you're gonna see him again, so I'm not gonna say don't see him again because I know you will. Just know that I know that you know what you're doing.
You know what I don't understand is the fact that she already met the dude prior and she already went to multiple dates and things weren't adding up. She already had red flags popping left, right, center from him. But why did she entertain a second date with him? She didn't like him off the bat. Why did she choose to just answer him and go again for another date? And then he comes on this date acting the same way he did the first time. Crip walking, he's all extra, all loud, holding up the line. He can't even make a decision. Sleeping in the movie theater, talking so loud, blasting music. Like, he got all these bad attributes going on and she is complaining right now. Why is she complaining? It's not like this is news. Like, if this was a first date and she's experiencing this for the first time, I would have been like, I'm on your side. But you already went through this. So, were you expecting something different? Like, please fill me up. Like, somebody let me know. Did I miss something? Like, you already went on a prior date with this man and you already knew how his behavior was from the get-go. Why are you shocked that he would act the same way he did the first time? You know what? Actually, props to this man. And the reason being, he didn't change himself. He came the first time, he was all obnoxious and loud and extreme and all that. And he came the second time, he didn't change himself for her. He's still the same dude. This just goes on to show, like, you know, some people are just gonna like you, whatever you are or whatever you got going on for yourself. You know, that's why that line, just be yourself. Sometimes it's real shit, you know, just be yourself, because somebody out there is gonna dig that.
Being told, be ready for 7, wear something nice, I'll pick you up. But I feel like there's another step that you could take that to the next level. You know, see with that, they know something nice is coming. They know a nice dinner's coming. They know they're going to be spoiled. And the guy takes charge. They think that's hot, right? So instead, what you should do is you should text her and say, be ready for 4, wear something casual. And then she's like not really expecting to be spoiled. She's just expecting to spend time with you, right? Well, then you pick her up and you're wearing something really nice. And she's like, what are you doing? Why are you wearing that? I thought you said something casual. She's going to be kind of mad, right? And then you're like, don't worry about it. So you take her to the mall, you pull up, you park, you tell her, don't touch that door. You get out, walk around, open her door. Then you go look around and you go buy her a fit that you like for her to wear to dinner that night. You made reservations at 7 at a nice place and she just didn't know about it. So then she gets to go to dinner wearing the fit that you picked out for her when she wasn't even expecting to be spoiled or have a nice night. That's hot.
Okay, I have a couple questions regarding this. So, is this woman, are you meeting her for the first time or is she your girlfriend? Because if this is a first date, that's too much. There ain't no way in hell you're just gonna show up dressed all casual and you're telling her to get ready by 4 p.m. and she has no expectation of what's going on and you take her to a mall to buy her your favorite dress. Like, that's too much, bro. Like, just leave this for the movies, man, alright? Open your eyes, we're in the real world. You know, imagine doing all of this and then you get curved, bro. After the first day, she wants nothing to do with you. She leaves you on red, she blocks you. Ouch, that's gotta sting, bro. Why go the extra mile when you're not even sure if this is a for sure thing? When you're still stuck in the talking stages, at least confirm it and make it official. You know, make her your girl first before doing this. Because if this is just like a first date idea, it's a terrible idea. I'm telling you right now. Guys, you're gonna regret it and you're gonna thank me later for telling you this. You know, at least if it's like for Valentine's Day or something like that, anniversary, makes sense, right? But if you're telling me it's some chick you met from Tinder and you're doing all of this, get out of here, bro.
So I got in a really bad fight with my dude yesterday. I just broke up with him and I just wanted to actually, just since we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and be open, a little bit more open about what happened, because I feel like this is a good reminder for all of us ladies. So, as you may or may not know, I mean, if you're here, you probably know that I met this man on, I don't know what I keep calling an unconventional dating site, okay? Where I'm seeking a provider and that provider is seeking someone to provide for. So I found someone. And going into that whole, you know, type of dating situation, I was not trying to get into a relationship. I really wasn't looking for, I was just, you know, just wasn't looking for anything actually that would require any type of emotional commitment. But, you know, I met somebody who I thought was really great for me. It was great for whatever, like, the time that we had together. And then, you know, the second time I would say that we had to deal with conflict, you know, obviously we're just, I think our attachment styles are just not compatible. And being honest, the reason why I even held on to this relationship probably for a few more weeks than I should have is because of the emotional security that I thought he was providing for me. Like, I thought that I felt valued and seen and prioritized and, you know, respected to a certain level. And so that's why I was like, okay, like, I really like him as a person. I like the way he, I like the way he takes care of me emotionally. I like the way that he, does whatever, or so I thought. And the reason why I would justify using that reason is because a few weeks ago, we were getting down to the nitty gritty of finances. And just to this is as transparent as I'll get. He did a great job, the first month and a half. I didn't feel that I felt that I was happy. The arrangement, it was perfect. We didn't, unfortunately, well, actually, it's really not my fault because I brought it up on the third date before this even became an official thing. I asked him to come back with a number for me for allowance for something more consistent, because I think the way we were kind of doing it, sorry, my nose is peeling from trying the way we were doing it is just whatever I needed, I would just tell him what I needed and he would just send me the money. So for me, that wasn't really working for me. It was because I don't want to have to ask every single time. It's pretty annoying. So I asked him to come back to me with a number that he feels comfortable with. It took him weeks and several reminders. And when he finally did get back to me, he got back to me over text. And not only did he just get back to me over text, he got back to me with a number that was less than 20% of what I had asked him for. Yeah. Obviously, I'm sitting here, and when I say that, I feel so embarrassed because I've just been so loud about this experience, sharing it with you guys and stuff. I'm sharing it with, I don't know, just putting it on the internet in general. But it's the reality of it. Yeah, unfortunately, he put on some type of performance, right? The number that he told me that he could give me for allowance was, I can't do math. I don't know, 10% of what he paid for me in the first month. So it just didn't really make sense to me. So there we go. So boom, you can't meet my needs financially, right? And for me in this context, we know on my end, that's number one priority. That's what I'm looking for. So, okay, cool. So I'm already making concessions there. A few more weeks goes by. I'm realizing I'm always going to be after his kids. I'm always going to be after even his baby mom if it comes down to it. I'm going to be after his elderly father and mother who need a lot of help. I'm going to be after his work. So where does that leave me? And on top of that, he travels a lot for work. So not only do I not have my needs met financially, which is, again, my most important priority, you also are not there for me physically. You're physically not available for me. And now that we're getting into this conversation, he's being very dismissive, very detached, very just, not interested to engage with the conflict, which I get because he's an avoidant, but that doesn't work for me. I'm not an avoidant. So yeah, so, just logically thinking through all these things, as much as, I'm going to be honest, I'm not happy about doing it. I don't feel good. But I just know that if I don't do this now, I need to make the, space for all the energy that I need to now figure out my situation, I need to, I don't know, and just move on from this and just continue on doing what I'm doing, with my career. And, I have a lot of, amazing things going on. So I'm just going to focus on that. And I just genuinely believe that if he was the person for me, then this wouldn't be so hard. And I wouldn't feel this way. I feel very dismissed. And I feel very it's crazy how with certain people, he didn't, I'm not saying he didn't love bomb me at all. That's not how I felt. But it is kind of crazy how someone's feelings can, or the way someone treats you can flip so quickly based off of a reaction, and that's really scary. And this is not even the first, second, third, fourth time this has happened. I've obviously observed this behavior a lot in men, and clearly there's something that I'm missing here, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of reflecting. I don't know. But, yeah, so I think I fell for what I thought the relationship was. And now that real conflict has arisen, I'm seeing who he really is. And I'm And truthfully, like, over the last couple days that this fight has been going on, or went on, I gave him so many opportunities to, like, provide me with what I needed, which I feel, and it wasn't money or anything, I just wanted, like, emotional validation on a very, 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 very basic level, and I wasn't getting that. So I no longer felt safe, and it defeats the whole purpose of why I fell for him to begin with and connected with him. So it's like, what do we have? So I don't know, just wanted to, like, be really open and honest about what's going on with that, because that's real life. And that's,
Or am I missing the point? Like, what is she complaining about? Like, I think I missed the point, guys. Please fill me in. Is it the fact that she didn't get the asked amount of money from him? But at the same time, she did say that she understands that she won't be a priority in his life. You know, she's always going to come after his kids, after his wife, after his job, after everything. So, I mean, in one side, she makes it known that she's aware of his, life circumstances and the fact that, he has a lot going on in his life. And on the other side, she wants this asked amount of money. But then yet she says that she has also good things going on for her in her life, like, her career or whatever it is. It's like, why don't you just stick with your career and make your own money instead of relying on him? I mean, I get it, you guys met on some, sugar daddy whatever site, but regardless, I don't know, it's so hard to tell. Like, is she catching feelings for him? Like, it seems like she's just a brat. She whining like she's not gonna be a priority in his life, and he's just so dismissive, blah blah blah, but yet she wants allowance. It's like, how old are you? Yo, you should just be thankful he's giving you something. He could be mean. He could be like, I ain't giving you shit, I'm just gonna buy whatever you need, but I ain't giving you no allowance. You know what I'm saying? But at least he's giving you something, even though it's not what you asked for, but at least it's still something. So I mean, you gotta honor that. And why is she complaining? Like, yo, just get a job. Get a job, literally. Therefore, you can have your own money and you don't have to put up with this stress, right? Like, I think she's trying to live like that influencer lifestyle, have everything paid out for, getting flown out left, right, center. She just doesn't want to work, eh? I'm sorry, miss. Unfortunately, this is 2025. You gotta get a job. You gotta pay your own bills at this point. You can't be relying on men's 24/7, alright? My dude over here, he's already struggling as it is, and I can't help but think like he might have just, like, played that wolf in sheep's clothing type of act, right, at the beginning, pretending he has all his money, but in reality, my dude is struggling financially. That's why he ain't meeting your asked amount.
There is nothing more motivating at the gym than working out and there's a bad bitch in there. I'm telling you. However long you go to the gym, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, you ever get to your last set and you're about to finish, but a bad bitch walks right into the gym? Oh, I'm not fucking done then. I'll go another 5 sets. You just walked in, that's it. And the best part about it, she wants nothing to do with me. She don't like me. She don't give a fuck about me. I hit my PR today with a bad bitch in there. She probably didn't even see it. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I just hit a PR. Did that sweetheart over there in the back left corner doing RDLs with that fat ass stare at me while I did that? No, but I think she did. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't even care if as I'm walking out of the gym, a bad bitch walks in. I will do a U-turn in that motherfucker and go right back in there and fucking do something else. I'll hit legs just randomly. I don't care. That is all the motivation I need, is when a bad bitch is in the fucking gym to make me go a little bit longer and stronger. You women are the most magnificent things to look at. You might not be smart up there. You might not be all up there. But fuck, you guys are just... God, I don't even know how you could be gay. Like, I don't get...
No, yo, that's real talk. That's how it goes. That's for like 99% of the men's out there. You always see them putting extra amount of effort the moment a bad bitch walks right in the gym. But the moment that gym is filled with dudes, it's a sausage fest, nobody's working out, bro. They're on their phone, they're walking around, they chit-chatting, they're horsing around. But yo, the moment that bad bitch touches the place, bro, the moment she walks right in, you already know them hoodies are coming off, they're grabbing the heaviest dumbbell set, you know what I mean? It's actually funny though, but to be honest, it works. It makes you really productive. That's why sometimes You gotta just switch it up and go to like a gym filled with baddies, bro, because you're gonna get in shape real fast.
I don't want your boyfriend. I don't want to fuck your boyfriend. I work here. I have to greet you. I said, hi, how are you? And I ended the look on your boyfriend, and that makes you think I'm gonna fuck him? As a matter of fact, if anything, I'm more interested in you. But now I'm not, because you're mean and you have a sinister energy radiating throughout your veins and your bones. Hi, how are you? Sorry, did I break the law? Sorry I broke the law. What can I get started for you? You look at your boyfriend and you go, blah. Love that you guys are so happy with each other. Love that you're so comfortable with PDA. Rock and roll, diva! But I don't want him. I don't want him. He's in a bizarre costume. Not my style. I don't want to fuck your boyfriend. Your boyfriend. Don't fuck him. I don't wanna fuck your boyfriend. It was kind of cute though.
Didn't it be so funny? The whole time the manager is just watching, shaking her head. He's like, what in the world? This is what I'm paying for you for? Wasting company's hours like this? Dancing in the storage room? There's work to be done. There's customers waiting and you're out here making TikTok?
One thing about them strip clubs you gotta remember. Stripper arms are not like regular women's arms. They do not know how to touch you delicately. Delicately. That don't sound right. Delicately. Delicately. Don't be stupid, bitch. Delicately. Is that right? Delicately. They don't know how to touch you delicately. Almost had it. Delicately. Delicately. That's the word I'm looking for. Delicately. Delicately. Got it. What I was talking about?
Bro, just skip the word, man. Come on, skip the word and finish the story. I'm sick and tired of hearing you trying to pronounce his word correctly. Just skip it. Continue on with the story, god damn it.
So when me and my baby daddy was together still, I took him to a lash appointment and because I just didn't want to be there alone. Come to find out today, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. What, cuz? Moral of the story is don't bring your nigga around no fucking lash tech or hairstylist or whatever, cuz what, cuz, like my bad sis, Miss TYN killed by Kaya. What, cuz? Oh my god. I'm really just laughing at myself for bringing him to the appointment, cuz what, bro?
Damn, that's crazy. If this is true, man, that's wild. I can't imagine what happened to him that night. He probably went home, bro. His shit was on the lawn. He was kicked out. He was evicted from that house, man. That's it. That's it. It is all your fault. But yo, why is she talking like a dude at the end? Like, I'm confused. Why is she talking like she in the street, she in the hood? Like, what is this? Anyways, guys, that's a video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thought. Comment about that first story, though. About that chick that, already previously went on a date with a man and she didn't really like him or want anything to do with him. But after much persistence on his end, she obliged and she met up with him again. And then the dude came, he's putting an act. He's all outrageous, loud. Bro, he's just a disaster. He's a walking disaster. Let's say that, right? But yeah, she has audacity to still complain as if she's a victim. It's like you've been on a previous date. You knew you didn't want anything to do with him. But yeah, you showed up again. I don't know what you were expecting different this time. But yeah, comment about that story. Let me know what y'all thought. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace.